Hey, it's Ben back for another episode here of Getting the Love You Deserve. I got back to the house at the very last minute, so it didn't give me a whole lot of time to prepare here, but I have some more material to cover, especially before I take off. And so I wanted to complete this series while I was here in northern Idaho. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about uh, the importance of interpersonal and interpersonal skills. Both are critically important here. Starting out with interpersonal skills, intra meaning within, so interpersonal, it's like our own internal development, our own internal skills and resources that we develop or possess, and the importance of these skills when it comes to establishing and maintaining any kind of meaningful and fulfilling relationship. And so with interpersonal skills, it has a lot to do with like our abilities to navigate the many challenges that we face in daily life, to as well manage our own emotional responses, to be able to assimilate new information, to learn from our experiences, plural. So these skills include emotional intelligence and self-confidence and resilience, which is, of course, the ability for us to bounce back when we're faced with adversity so that we can deal with it and get back up and keep going, continue to function. So also discipline, critically important here. And interpersonal skills are all about self-regulation. So people with strong capacity for self-regulation are able to manage their behavior and emotions, to weather challenges, the adversities that we encounter along the way. We're able to work towards our goals despite the innumerable number of distractions that we are thrown at us these days. And we're able to adjust our strategy and approach so that if things don't work out quite the way we had anticipated, we can easily, maybe not always easily, but we can move to plan B, plan C, and we could just keep going from there. So yeah, that's, again, interpersonal skills. It's like our own internal capacities, capabilities, how we're able to navigate through the world, how we're able to cope with the stresses or the challenges and such. So the next thing I want to address is interpersonal skills. So interpersonal skills, that's all about our social intelligence, our social skills. And so we rely on our interpersonal skills when it comes to our ability to communicate and interact with our intimate partner or anyone else for that matter. So interpersonal skills include sensory acuity, which is the ability to pick up on the signals that our partner is giving off at any time. That would indicate their needs are, just my mind's going blank for a minute, so forgive me. But anyway, also the ability to communicate. So to communicate clearly with our partner, whether we're expressing our own thoughts and feelings, sharing an idea, asking a question, or responding to their communication. Another is empathy, which is the ability to tune into what they're going through emotionally and understand, like their concerns. Next is the ability to work with their partner to achieve common goals and to also support them with their own hopes and aspirations. And also the capacity to bring out the best in our partner and to build a stronger, healthier relationship. So I'm going to start breaking it down a little into some of the those were kind of broader categories, let's say. So let's break it down into some of the more specific skill sets. I'll cover a few of them today, and then we'll go on to address additional skills in the coming days, in coming broadcasts, whatever. So self-soothing refers to our ability to remain calm, to diffuse stress, to ground ourselves, which is very important when we're dealing with people or situations that might stress us out or that would leave us feeling overwhelmed. So when we develop a capacity for self-soothing, we're able to reduce the anxiety and fear. And as I said before, we're able to calm down. That makes it easier for us to bounce back and to respond appropriately to people and situations, to be able to do what's needed in the moment. So effective self-soothing skills could involve, as I said before, breathing. When you find yourself in a difficult or challenging situation, remember to just breathe very softly, very deeply, best you can. I mean, it might be hard to do if you find somebody who's been seriously injured, to, you're having to attend to their wounds. But I don't know, with practice, I've been in a lot of critical situations, and so you learn to, like, even in the midst of whatever's happening in that moment, I'm still able to do the practice and use it to de-escalate my own emotional responses to whatever's going on and to stay calmer. But other self-soothing skills could be going for a walk, painting, drawing, any other form of art creation, writing in a journal, sometimes just opening up and talking with a friend. Taking a shower can even help you to calm down a bit. So any activity that is nurturing, self-nurturing, any activity that you can engage in that helps you to become more grounded. Again, that's self-soothing. From here, we want to move into the importance of being able to distinguish between healthy and unhealthy needs. I know I mentioned a few things about this a few broadcasts ago, but let's touch on it again. So safety, validation, and love are some of our most basic human needs, and they're also essential for any kind of healthy and meaningful relationship. But conversely, examples of unhealthy needs are like the incessant demands for attention, or to have your partner reassure you that they love you, or the need that some people have to control others, to exercise control over what that person says or thinks or does. Very unhealthy. Healthy needs include the need to be valued, to be respected, to be heard, and to be listened to know that your partner is taking your feelings, what you communicate to them, your needs, taking all that into consideration. And again, knowing that you're physically safe, also emotionally safe. So within the context of relationship, you have legitimate needs for acknowledgement to be able to count on your partner. It's legitimate to know that, to have the need to know that your partner is trustworthy and that your partner is going to basically do what they say and say what they do, which means operating from a place of integrity. Expressing your needs, the healthy expression of needs can involve, for instance, I really, it feels very uncaring to me if you don't respond to my calls or texts. It mean a lot to me if you do get back to me. Or you could, another example would be you're working such long hours and coming in late, and when you do have time off, it seems like you're spending time on your phone or scrolling through Instagram or whatever you're doing. And I'd really appreciate it if you would make time for us to actually be together and do things. So I'd actually feel like we are in a relationship. Another critically important skill is that of relationship repair, because intimate relationships are definitely faced with all sorts of challenges. And left unattended, the injuries resulting from arguments and misunderstandings and mistakes that we made due to our own ignorance and lack of understanding can leave our partner feeling hurt, angry, resentful, betrayed, and lots of other things. So knowing how to repair a relationship, when injury has occurred, is critically important. So relational repair is not just about apologizing, especially if we keep doing the same things. I mean, I've said on occasion to a few people, stop apologizing. If you're not going to do anything to back it up with action, it just makes you a bigger asshole. Maybe I'm just violating what I said previous episode where I said no name calling, but I think sometimes we need to get the point across to somebody that, don't apologize if it's not backed up with action. Anyway, so we need to acknowledge the impact of our actions upon others, like how it's affecting them. And and when necessary, we need to be able to make amends, which means following through with constructive action. So when we're able to repair those ruptures in a relationship, it demonstrates to your partner that the relationship is worthwhile, that it's meaningful, and that issues and disagreements can be addressed. And by doing so, you could come to resolution. And as you're able to bring those issues to resolution, you're able to deepen the understanding between you and your partner, or friend, or family member. You're able to grow the love and trust, and facilitates the deeper connection. So, wow, covered a lot of ground pretty quickly here. So this one's pretty short. I think it's about 15 minutes. So we have, I don't know, 3-4 more episodes to go here. But so tune in. I'll be back. And my little doggie, Mahi, was very quiet today. Didn't hear a sound from her. She's sleeping at my feet. So, but anyway, bye for now.